Namaste. In today's experiment, we will study about the turbidimetric determination of sulfate ion in water sample. In the turbidimetric determination, the sulfate ion present in the sample are converted into the suspension of barium sulfate, which is then determined turbidimetrically. You would be using a spectrophotometer to determine the turbidity of a solution. When carefully performed, the turbidimetric method provides reducible result for such an important determination. This method is much faster and sensitive as compared to the commonly enjoyed gravimetric determination. In the next experiment, you will learn about the application of higher spectroscopy in the determination of functional group of organic compound. So let's see the turbidimetry. In the principle, the turbidimetry determination of sulfate ion in a water sample. The sulfate ion are converted into suspension of barium sulfate. Under controlled condition, the sulfate ion present in the sample are precipitated by the addition of the highly acidified solution of barium chloride to form the suspension as per the following equation. So you can see the sulfate ions, then barium chloride give rise to barium sulfate and chlorine ion. The percentage transmittance of the suspension is then determined by the spectrophotometer. This then mathematically converted to turbidance. The turbidance of the sample solution is compared with the calibrated curve drawn from standard solution of the sulfate ion. So what we required in apparatus, we required filter photometer or spectrophotometer, matched cuvette, then volumetric flask, conical flask, burette, graduated pipette and sieve. And chemical swatch we required are potassium sulfate, sodium chloride, barium chloride, hydrochloric acid and glycerol, absolute ethanol. Then see the procedure in the turbidimetric determination of sulfate ion. It is necessary that first the sodium chloride hydrochloric acid solution is added before the addition of barium chloride. This is to inhibit the growth of microcrystal of barium sulfate. The temperature in the pH solution should be maintained. The order of addition and rate of addition and shaking of solution must be maintained uniform for all the standard and unknown samples. The turbidity is stabilized by the addition of glycerol ethanol solution. The time interval between the precipitation and the transmittance measurement must be maintained constantly. The following procedure take care of the above mentioned requirement. Follow the step given below in the sequence. So take 6 conical flask of 100 centimeter cube capacity labeled from 1 to 6 and transfer the standard solution of sulfate ion which is given above. You can read the instruction how to prepare the sulfate ion solution, standard sulfate ion solution and water in them as per the detail given in the column 2 and 3 of the observation table which you can see below. Then take 2 conical flask of 100 centimeter cube capacity and label them as S1 and S2 and transfer 50 centimeter cube each of the unknown water sample in these to another 100 centimeter cube conical flask label as a blank. Transfer 50 centimeter cube of distilled water to prepare the blank solution. Transfer 5 ml cube of the solution chloride hydrochloric acid solution and 2 centimeter cube of the glycerol ethanol solution each of the solution in the flask labeled as S1 and the flask labeled as blank. Keep the flask on a magnetic stirrer and place a stirrer bar in the solution. Turn on the stirrer and adjust the stirring rate so as to obtain a shallow vortex in the solution. Note the position of the control knob on the stirrer. The same position, that is the same stirrer rate, is used for all of the solution. Add 0.3 gram of sieved barium chloride crystal to the above solution and start timer. Stop the stir after 1 minute but allow the timer to continue. Immediately find a cuvette with the solution and place in the spectrometer holder. Add 0.3 gram of sieved barium chloride crystal to the blank flask of also and shake to dissolve it. Measure the percentage transmittance of the solution at 420 nanometer after an interval of 5 plus minus 1 minute. After the stirring was stopped, the percentage transmittance of the solution is measured against the blank and is recorded in the column number 7 of the observation table. Repeat the same step as above the solution numbered 2 to 6 and record the percentage transmittant value in the column 7 of the observation table. Treat the sample solution as 1 and as 2 in the same way and record the percentage transmittant appropriately in the observation table, which you can see below. Convert the percentage transmittant value for the standard solution as well as the same solution into the turbidance using the equation and record the same in the column of the observation. Plot a graph between the concentration x-axis and the turbidance y-axis. Determine the concentration of the sulfate ion in the given sample solution and help the calibration curve and report the results. So you can see, and by this calculation you can find easily the concentration of sulfate ion in the sample of the water. So hope you will understand the practical. For any query you can comment below. Thank you.